Alright. Yeah, this is definitely a regular player. I'm not sure what he's on though.
I imagine we'll find out soon enough. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
Now, this is a hand I want to hear your thoughts on.
yeah. This hand, I think, this hand, I think you do have to mulligan. It has two 3 drops. One where it's unsure of whether it is good against the deck you're playing against. It has no 0 cost or 1 cost creature to utilize the Springleaf Drum. And if you do not draw a 0 cost creature or a land on your first draw step, then this hand is basically, or a Mox Opal, I guess, then this hand is, yeah, just a
Completely dead.
disaster.
Yeah. So I would definitely mulligan this on the play, and
Mhm.
I would consider keeping it on the draw since you have 2 draw steps to hit any land or any 0 cost creature or any Mox Opal.
Mhm. Yep.
But since we're on the play, then it's definitely a mulligan. All right,
Yeah, this is
that's
an easy keep.
yeah,
Yep.
that's much better. You're not going to get a 5 card hand that's better than that.
No, this is a very easy keep. And yeah, I guess we'll see what's on top of the deck. But in general, I think for this there are exceptions too. But in general, I think it's correct to lead on when you have the option between leading with a 1 mana creature or a Springleaf Drum. I think it's almost always correct to lead with the drum, or in general. Yeah.
Almost, but actually in this situation, I think it could be reasonable to not lead with drum, depending on what you
Yep.
draw on your first draw step.
Exactly. I mean, if we know there's a, yeah, it
Well,
depends on what's up.
because the big difference between leading on creature and leading with drum is if you lead with a creature, it exposes it to removal. But if you lead with drum, then you can't attack for damage. The real question becomes, do you expect to be in a position where you're not spending the mana from the Springleaf Drum on the following turn? And yeah, scry that to the top because
Yep.
it's a sweet threat and you want it.
Yep. Yeah. So, right here, given that
Given that
we
you have a
think
Steel
like,
Overseer on top, you definitely lead with a drum because you don't want the Vault
yep,
Scourge to get killed.
yep.
Well, I guess you could. Never mind. You could have. You could have led with the Vault Scourge to try to bait out some kind of removal or something like that.
Mm. Okay, so we're playing against Burn or Jund. Oh, we're playing against Dredge. Okay.
Well, shit.
That's fine.
He didn't bin a Conflagrate, so there's that.
Yeah, yeah. And the thing is here, what I like about this is that we can resolve a turn 2 Edge Champion.
I would not actually.
No. I'm just. Let's think about this for a moment. Just something about the Dredge matchup. One of your main ways of winning is by having Edge Champion, preferably with
Cranial plating.
cranial plating. But I agree. I think, especially given that he did not win a Conflagrate here, we absolutely have to get the Overseer into play.
Yeah, the best way to win next to Etch Champion is to start activating your Steel Overseer before they can Conflagrate to wipe your board.
Yep.
And that means starting to cast Overseer now. I would actually cast Overseer first so that you can pay
Yes.
black mana and no life for the
Yep.
Vault Scourge.
Exactly.
Also, I see a lot of people. Well, no, I don't. I think a lot of people could spend time considering what creature they should be tapping for their Springleaf Drum. The answer is it basically doesn't matter because you're almost never going to be.
Nice.
Wait, what?
He missed the
Uh,
second land drop.
okay, sure. That's
But I
the easiest game against Dredge. Yeah,
finished that thought.
finishing my thought. You're basically never blocking with your creatures on turn like 1 through 4 of the game. that's almost never going to happen. So I would not worry about um, what you're tapping. Like, the most likely scenario of you ever blocking is you're blocking either with a Ravager that you're sacrificing stuff to, or an Ornithopter. But you're basically never going to block with a 1/1 unless you know exactly why you're leaving that one up to block.
Yep. And it does matter in the burn matchup, where if you have Ornithopter untapped, you can potentially block a Monastery Swift Spear. I have lost games because of that.
Okay.
So,
okay.
yeah.
Like,
it's extremely minute, but
yeah.
it's
there's some matchups where you care, but in the average matchup, you're not worried. Like, oh man, what if they attack with their 1/1, and well, it's like, well, your creatures are better than theirs, or at least matter more to your strategy than theirs. So don't trade your resources more than you absolutely have to.
Right. So let me briefly address the sideboarding strategy here. So I think it's correct to take out all spot removal. They can regrow, stinkweed imp, price amalgam, bloodghast, and it's just not worth it. Signal pest is incredibly bad because they are very good at finding narcomoebas and stinkweed imps, so they go. And what I want to put in is the 4th Edge champion with flares to especially wipe their board of aforementioned flyers. Dotsies is for Cathartic Reunion in particular, and then Rest in Peace.
And Shave a Midnight, probably.
Yeah, I actually prefer to shave something else, like maybe like
Ravager.
Yeah, probably Ravager. Actually, maybe an Overseer or a Master. Actually, I think I'd rather shave. I think on the draw you can shave a Master.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Though honestly, it doesn't really matter that much. The reason I keep Memnite in is just because it enables even more.
It enables the Springleaf Drum on turn 1. Yeah.
Yeah, and casting Rest in Peace as quickly as you can is obviously the most important thing.
I noticed you switched back to 1 Welding Jar main instead of 2.
Yeah. There's, maybe it was just a short-term impression, but it played a few leagues and really got the feeling that the 27th creature mattered. I'm not sure if that's actually the case or not. I actually forgot. I meant to go back to 2 for this league, but I just forgot. So that's there. I've had good experiences with 2 welding jars for a variety of reasons. We'll get into those. So this hand on the draw against Dredge. Yeah, what are my thoughts? I think you cannot mull this hand, especially because it has a payoff card in Steel Overseer and it has colored mana. But I'm not too happy about it.
I mean, basically it doesn't have a Rest in Peace, but if you mulligan to Rest in Peace, you're probably not going to be very happy, so you keep it.
Yep.
Because if it's a hand that you would look at in game 1 and say, alright, I am happy with this hand, you should probably keep it. Because you don't have enough sideboard cards, and you don't have enough colored sources and sideboard cards to guarantee that, like, oh, I'm just going to bullet again a couple times and get to it and be fine. So, Drum, Ornithopter, Volscourge. Doesn't matter which land you play, I don't think.
Yep. So he again did not hit a Dredger, which is worth noting.
No, yeah, that is important. And he didn't bin a Conflagrate either.
Yeah.
Let's see if he gets a Cathartic Reunion.
Alright, so he's gonna get a couple creatures. Okay. Huh.
It's also worth noting he doesn't have black mana.
So he could conceivably have Lightning Axe, though I'm not even sure that all versions of the deck play that anymore.
I think you probably get in with Vault Scourge and then play Vault Scourge and Steel Overseer.
Yep.
And pray that you can have the Steel Overseer dodge removal until you can play the Etched Champion. Dodge removal for 1 turn so that you can activate it. I feel like I feel pretty good about our chances of winning if you activate Steel Overseer, and I feel pretty bad about our chances of winning if it dies first.
Yeah, I mean, there's a very decent chance that he has Ancient Grudge, of course, but
Yeah.
that's just something you have to live with.
Yeah,
That's
like
just,
sometimes they have the good hate card and it sucks.
yeah,
But
yeah.
honestly, it's
Yep.
not even Ancient Grudge that I'm worried about, it's Conflagrate. Oh, Destructive Revelry.
I
Wow.
think that's like a huge mistake. I do not understand why they would play this card. Like,
Um,
it's
because they want something that can also deal with Leyline of the Void.
okay, that's fair. Though, is Leyline of the Void actually played that much?
Not really, but like
Uh,
they do get sort of horrifically owned by it.
yeah,
I don't
that's
know,
true.
like
Yeah,
I'm coming up with reasons why he would want it, and that seems like a pretty reasonable reason.
yeah, that's true. I'm just, in those cases, always. Okay, it's kind of late, but I guess we'll cast it anyway. Um,
Tap the Ornithopter for it so that you leave up the blocker. The blocker that
yep.
actually is good at blocking.
Sometimes discard spells go horribly wrong against a
Goodbye
fairy.
Destructive
Not,
Revelry and leave the rest in his hand.
not, not this time though. Oh, we're already at 8. Good to know. All right.
Yeah, taking a lot of damage. It's not actually very good for us.
Yep. It's okay though. All right, now he's hit. Oh, he's got Stinkweed and Golgari Thug.
He's still got nothing particularly relevant to do. Block the Amalgam,
Yep.
because the Bloodghast will just come back.
Yep.
Can he even cast anything? I don't think he
Well, I
can.
guess.
No, he can cast the Narcomoeba by
Yeah,
shocking himself.
that's kind of annoying, but
I mean, it's annoying, but like he trades one of his spells for one of yours, and
yeah,
he fetch shocked himself to do it.
that's
Um,
true. I'm not sure it's actually worth trading Vault Scourge here though. I'm not.
for the Narcomoeba, you've got no
Yeah.
path around it, and if you're not trading Vault Scourges, you're not attacking with them at all. You have to attack, don't you? Like, what
Yeah,
else are you gonna do?
well, I guess the main. The thing is that Blink Moth can stave off Narcomoeba on defense, but the problem is that if we're not racing
He's
life-wise,
got
we're gonna lose the race. So yeah.
yeah. You're gonna lose the race, and his board gets better. Ah, no, 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 no. Blink Moth.
Oh, okay. Too late, but that's
Yeah,
okay.
attack with the Vault Scourges. I'm not sure why you didn't activate the
Yep.
Blink Moth. Oh well, probably I was
Yeah.
distracting you
Yeah.
with talking.
Yeah. No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. But yeah, the point being is that we do have to keep racing with the life gain because otherwise we'll just bleed to life each turn.
Yeah, and also,
Yep.
if you have to trade off against something and you've got no way around it, and it's just gonna like be there, you don't have a choice. Like you got to get through the thing eventually.
All right.
Um,
So he yeah.
Block the
So
amount.
he dredged the Dark Blast. Yeah.
He can start dredging Dark Blast on the next turn.
Yep.
If we draw a cranial plating, we're in good shape. I think any draw that's not cranial plating is probably gonna end poorly for us.
Master is also fine.
Master is good, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so he's got a bunch of lands. Alright, that's actually not the worst.
You're never gonna complain about another Ravager or another champion.
Uh,
So
so now the question is, do we attack with the first champion? I think we do.
yeah, I think that's reasonable. I think it's reasonable to attack with the champion.
Yeah.
You gotta start getting your clock in somewhere, right?
Yep.
And you do have two jump blockers in the Ornithopters once you need them.
Yep. Oh, he fetches too. Alright, that's really good.
Because you now have a two-turn clock. Well, he did need the black mana for the Dark Blast.
True. That doesn't really matter though. Like, we can afford to lose a Volt Scourge here, I guess.
Narcomoeba doesn't actually matter. Well, actually, no, it does because it does block a blink moth,
Yeah, that
and
doesn't
he gets another amalgam.
that doesn't actually change the clock though.
It changes his clock, not our clock.
Um,
The fact that he's getting back another amalgam is what changes our clock.
yeah, that's true.
He also dredged an ancient grudge, so
Yep, gonna need to watch out for that. I mean, it really, yeah. What matters, I guess, is what's on top of our deck, but we'll see.
second ancient grudge though.
Alright, he can only flashback one for now, though.
Yeah, I think we win if we draw a Ravager. But other than that, we're probably gonna be in trouble.
Yeah, we'll see. Alright. Is there any value to not jumping yet?
You jump 2 damage. Let's see. It doesn't change your clock for drawing a Ravager. To chump. At the same time, I don't think it matters one way or the other. They're gonna chump 2 damage.
I would block like this, I think.
Sure.
Uh,
Kill off the Bloodghast, just in case.
Right.
Alright, so you have 4 blockers, and he can kill 3 of them. He has a land in hand.
Yeah.
What do you do here?
Well, you can't attack with
You can't
more
attack
than one champion.
I think you just play the land and pass.
Yeah.
If you attack with champions, your chances of dying next turn go up dramatically.
Yeah.
So your best bet is to hold the 2 champions so that you have outs to winning if you draw Galvanic Blast or no, we took those out.
Yeah.
Ravager. Ravager's
Yep.
your only out here.
Yep. Okay. That probably means we're dead, but we'll see, I guess.
You can kill the last 2. You're not dead yet. Oh, now you're dead.
Yeah.
Alright.
I was gonna say, since you used the Ancient Grudge, I think,
Well, no, the now you're dead part is the conflagrate being dredged.
Yeah. Oh, let's make him kill us, I guess.
Sure.
Alright, so he can discard 4 cards. We actually, the way he played this, we might not. Oh wait, he has a second Ancient Grudge. But we'll, yeah, let's wait and see. Let's activate Inkmoth and see if he lets us
Unfortunately, it doesn't matter.
Well, if he lets us get to blockers, then
the reason I'm saying it doesn't matter, like, go ahead and block, but we've lost too many artifacts. We can't actually win.
I see your point. Yeah, let's just block.
You should. Oh yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Right, man. He's using the Grudge on the Inkmoth Nexus. Okay, that's good.
Yeah. No, we might. The Dark Blast is in his graveyard, not in his hand. Yeah, we actually do have a chance.
Yep.
Um.
Actually, the Ravager is still lethal.
Yes. Well, it's
Oh,
still lethal because he used the Ancient Grudge.
yeah. Oh, I guess he just yeah he just dredged life from the loam, so he can just kill us with
Okay.
conflagrate.
Yeah, I thought he had dredged to life from the loam, but I saw another one in the graveyard.
Yep.
And now he dumps 5 at our hand, and yeah.
All right. Do you think it's should we change anything on the play?
No, I don't think so. I
I don't
think
think so
this is.
either.
Wait. Whip Flare? Why are you having
Yeah,
Whip
for
Flare?
sure. I think it's definitely correct to board with Flare against Dredge in order to get there will be some situations where they will amass several flyers and then Flare can clear them out the air.
I've never gone for it.
I
I'll take your word for it,
okay.
and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. It,
Well, you don't have colored mana, but this is a keep.
yep.
Because if you draw one of your 12 sources of colored mana, you get to cast a Rest in Peace, and that's basically the game.
Yep. Though he does have multiple what's the card called? Destructive Revelries, but you
Yeah,
never
but you still
consider
reset his graveyard
yeah
completely.
yeah
And
yeah yeah you never consider that.
that's why it's so much better than Gravidigger's Cage against Dredge, is because it resets the graveyard even when they remove it, and they can't grudge it. They have to have Revelry.
Yep. Alright, so we're just gonna loot. Neonate. Yep. Alright. Alright. Not a
Well,
great.
we cast the cards we are able to cast, and hopefully this works out.
Yep.
Interesting.
Do you
Double block.
see? Yeah. I was gonna say, do you see a reason for not double
No,
blocking here?
I don't see a reason not to double block.
Yep.
I mean, it's a free attack for him, so...
Yep.
Oh,
Alright.
Springleaf Drum. Let's cast ourselves a Rest in Peace.
Yep.
Although it's gonna be really sad when he Destructive Revelries it right off the bat. But you know,
That's
if he doesn't have a Revelry, this looks pretty good.
yep.
And if he does, well, at least he's not killing a cranial blading.
Yep. Alright, rest in peace lives. Nice. Alright.
I estimate our chances of winning this game are quite high.
Yes, I agree.
Especially since his hand seems to be total garbage.
Yeah. I mean, he's at the mercy of actually just drawing into Destructive Revelry now. There's also a chance he has a Nature's Claim, but I think outside
He
of
would have
that, they're
cast it
just...
if he had those in his hand
No, no,
last
no,
turn.
no, 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 no. I mean, like the cards he can potentially draw off the top of his
Oh,
deck.
yes.
But I don't actually know if there's anything else like
What is he
in terms of
casting?
Stinkweed.
Stinkweed.
Yeah, that's just whatever. It just doesn't matter.
I'd probably just play the Etch Champion and equip a Cranial Plating.
Yep.
Do you want to offer the trade of an Ornithopter for a Stinkweed Imp? I think you do.
Oh yeah, with the I mean, since it's gonna be
Exile.
exiled, it just there's no value in not doing this. I don't think. Like you could conceivably just regard the Ornithopter as something that pumps the platings and shorts the clock on Etch Champion, but I think there's just I don't know.
Well,
I think there's
especially since regardless of what you do, you've got like a two turn clock, with or without the
Yep.
Ornithopter.
Yep. So.
And you're going to tap the drum to animate a Nexus.
Yep.
For +2 damage.
Oh, he's actually just dead. Nice.
Yeah. There you go. Well done. Well done. He
Yeah, we
needs
got it all.
he needs something pretty good here. The 16-2 protection from all colors is definitely one of my favorite creatures to have. There's not a lot that's very happy to see a 16-2 protection from all colors. Oh,
Alright.
he
Oh, he's
grudges
got
one of
double
them.
grudge. Oh, well, not double grudge, but single. Oh, he does have double
Double
grudge, but
grudge. All right.
yeah, like
Well,
it just doesn't matter though. I mean,
I mean, it does
uh,
matter. Like he's still
yeah.
like okay. Well, I guess now it doesn't
No,
matter.
I mean what I meant was I think we were still like an overwhelmingly favored to
Oh
win
yeah, we
though.
were definitely overwhelmingly favored. It the reason it didn't matter though is it bought him a whole ton of time.
Oh yeah,
Because it would be several turns before we kill him. He could have conceivably drawn immediately Destructive Revelry into like Cathartic Reunion, discard two dredgers, dredge a million things, and get there. Like super unlikely, but it is possible.